Welcome to the first episode for 2025 for the Green Solutions International podcast. I am Arian Dahlia Richmond, your Miss Global International 2024, and we are about to have some exciting conversation with the women right here. Now, we're joined by Chitra, Tia, Latoya, Destiny, and Andrea, and we're about to have some fruitful conversation about the place women have rightfully earned in the solar industry, not only in Guyana, but abroad. Now, let's start off with Chitra. You are the mastermind. I could give you a high five right now because you have been pouring in so much work behind the scenes to make sure that this program is at the forefront and doing what it needs to elevate women within the solar industry in Guyana. What was that process like?
Okay, to make it short, it was very intense and long. But I should say because of our sponsors and particularly because of the Guyana-Norway partnership, we've gotten the financing and it's being administered by the Inter-American Development Bank, IDB. And because of them and us at GPL, we wanted to just not do a project that was basically technically oriented, but we want to have people at the center of its impact. So GUYSOL in its sense is a balanced initiative, one that promotes national development. From the solar component, we are building 8 solar farm sites. Ooh. And from the social component, which is my area, and we're invested in basically providing women, particularly from these rural regions in Guyana, regions 2, 5, 6, and 10, an opportunity to gain solar skills as well as employment with an intent for them to see solar and the technical field not as a intimidating field, but something that they can, contribute and maybe be a part of, and by extension, creating much more developmental impact in Guyana.
I love that. Yes. I feel I want to join the program.
Oh my goodness.
Or more so also encourage others to do so, which is the reason why we're here talking.
Yep.
So if you're now joining us, we're grateful because it's getting juicy.
Yes.
Thank you for that, Chitra. And once again, kudos to you and your team because the work is hard and tedious, like you said, but it is necessary work.
Yes.
And that is on the serious end of it. I think that we're going to go over to Destiny here. And hi, Destiny. I would love it if you could tell me how intimidating, if it was, to dive into this whole new world of solar energy. What was that process like for you learning all of these new things?
Well, for me, I actually had my start in energy in general with GPL directly. I was a part of the environmental management department of GPL.
Ooh.
Environmental and quality management.
Nice.
It is so same, but so different, especially the gap that was bridged by GSI has helped me to really understand the importance of solar, the differences in part of the production of energy, and the similarities when it comes to monitoring and what we're looking for. I really appreciate the experience that I got from it and just everything that has made it, what's the word? Much more connected with the future.
Bridging those gaps.
In comparison to fossil fuels.
I love that. And we know that renewable energy is one of the surest way forward. So I'm really happy that you have this background. I see you. This wasn't you at all. Thank you so much, Destiny.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, Latoya, let's spice it up with a very interesting question. Now, I know that you are in your apprenticeship, and as an apprentice, there's so much that you all would have gone through, and it's continuous learning. So, let's say you won a grant for $1 million Guyana dollars to start a small business that would benefit the solar industry to regular Guyanese. What would that business be?
Well, then this economy, 1 million grant.
Oh my
She is right, inflation.
All right, you get 100 million. You know what? USD.
Okay, good.
We cook it with gas. Oh no, we cook it with solar energy.
How would you use the grant assisting? I started out a small business that incorporate green architecture, taking average Guyanese by incorporating the solar panels into their roof designs free of charge for the first of the people.
Nice.
the grant is meant to help people. So
Exactly.
help the average people, and they were more cleaner, and more need to join.
And
I love
and that's an
that.
architect in making. She has a diploma in architecture.
She has a diploma in
An architect.
architecture?
It's still a
Girl,
diploma.
it's still a diploma. It's still a diploma. Kudos to you. And with this, implementing solar into the building, let's say I'm a young professional and I'm now starting off, it would help me to save like how much on a monthly basis?
If we were to use a grid type system, that would save you like 40%.
Oh, 40%? Girl, I think you need to tell these people to closer to the mic. Tell them. 40% of your light bill. If you were, what was the system that you mentioned?
It was grid type.
A grid tied system. Well, that's really interesting. I feel as though I would dive into that because I want to save some money, honey. Yes, who doesn't? So let's move over to Andrea here. I want to say to you, kudos for doing the long nights. All of you ladies, actually, congratulations for the long nights. The days that you really didn't want to get up out of bed because it's May, June rain, and oh my word. And you've been putting in the work. Could you tell me from your personal experience, what was the highlight of this program for you? And if I may, as a person living with a disability, what was the highlight of this program for you? And what was the takeaway? Even if it was something hard and you took it and you made the best of it.
Well, I would say I welcome the journey as much as there would have been challenges due to my limitation or physical disability. However, to explore the area of solar energy or renewable energy, I embrace that as someone who are into nature. For me, I think it's dependable, and as the things would have said, not only lives but our country can be improved with electricity. And I think we all would be happy with that on saving, moving away from the fossil fuel. So cheaper, greener, and reliable energy, I would endorse that for the wider world and to be part of saving the planet.
So I really love that, and I'd say it's what we need because you don't wait until things get really bad to fix it.
Of course.
And if I may, I want to piggyback of a question I'm going to ask Tia, but I want to ask your insight because I think that there's too many people in Guyana who think that living with a disability means that you can't do anything. Look at how exciting your job is and this training is. So thinking about the job that you're going to have moving forward, what was something that came out to you like, hey, I could do this?
Well, with nature again, or as my inspiration at the base, my talent of creativity, I would love to explore designing of solar panels. And so because I am in touch with nature, then that is my inspiration. So, and also living with a disability, being able to get up to work with a team, have tasks to be completed, deadlines and so forth. Those are things that I look forward to.
I love that. Girl, I'm a work woman too. It makes me excited. So let's move on to Tia. Hey, Tia. Tia. I have a very interesting question for you. I know that many people think that the solar industry is for men. And you have to be out in the field and the violent sun Mabaruma, sun Bartica, sun Linden, sun. Or if there's someone in the Caribbean watching, I know Grenada is pretty hot. And it has to be hands-on and it's just sweaty men. But I don't think that is true. I believe that to be untrue. Could you give me some clarification on that? What is it really like in the field? Are women working in solar? And what job do you want to do?
Okay, well, yes, it does have the benefits of being in the sun.
Yeah.
But it's women, it's men, it's the same amount of women you see as the amount of men. Not going to lie.
I love that.
Women are there. People have the idea that it's all men. It's not. It's not.
We're dear.
Yeah.
We are. Women are in those cases. However, when it comes to the career I want to solve, I'm an environmentalist at heart. So whatever I do, I think of the sustainability for the environment and the reliability as well. So if I am to delve into a solar career, it would be with solar design in mind. So, when you think of building spaces and so forth, it would incorporate designing these solar systems for green spaces so they look good. We are thinking about saving our environment.
promoting these green spaces
Yes.
that are aesthetically pleasing and they serve their function.
Yes.
Oh, yes. And I can
nice.
imagine some futuristic looking, I can't reference a movie right now, but clean space. You walk in and it says, "Hello, Tia."
Yes. Smart and sustainable.
Smart and sustainable is the way to go. Chitra,
Yes.
as we wind down to transition to the tutors, tell me, what really is the passion that you want to share with the viewer watching? Maybe it's a girl who is writing CXC and she's thinking to herself, I really don't want to be a doctor or a lawyer. What am I going to do? And there's just this whole world you know of. Can you invite them into it?
Yes, I guess my view will have to be identical to our stakeholders. Basically, when we designed this program, this particularly the social component, is that we really wanted women to be explorative in technical fields. And particularly with Guyana statistics, what we've been seeing, a trend, is that most women, they gravitate to something that is safe and is within their comfort zone.
Yes.
And that's where the statistics with regards to women working in Guyana. So we want to change that statistic, to move away from the administrative
Yes.
sections of the workforce to the more technical, where they're more exposed to STEM, science, maths, and of course all of these high-paying jobs.
Yes.
We want to improve the prospect of women and improve their economic independence.
Yes.
So we are trying to see, or not trying, we're on a mission here with GUYSOL, using the funds from there to see, using the resources to provide this opportunity for women to be exposed to this, to say that they can come out of their comfort zone and just don't play it safe, but they can do far more greater things. They just have to be ambitious, and of course they have to put in the work. And
Yes.
it's easy peasy.
I love that.
Easy
And you said something that was so profound, and I'll paraphrase. You said that solar is a safe bet. And with
It
so
is.
many companies like
is.
Green Solutions
So where we're
International,
going now-
so many companies, it's a safe bet. You're going to get a job.
Yes, with LCDS intact, we're solar as well as other renewable sources are the way to go. That is the trajectory that we are going in Guyana. We are very stringent with a low carbon development strategy.
Yes.
And of course, we are finding all programs that, we're trying to implement them in a climate resilient way. So there are jobs and there will be more available.
I love that. Solar is a safe bet. Ladies, I want to say thank you so much as
Thank
we
you.
transition.
Thank you for accommodating us and,
I
of
love
course our
this.
ladies from GUYSOL.
Yes, I love this. Big up to all of the beautiful faces at GUYSOL. Big up to all of the women also in Green Solutions International. Do not go anywhere. We have a second phase on where you're going to be hearing from the people who teach, turn the wheels, and motivate the women in this program.
Yes.
Ladies, thank you so much. I hope that you guys, our viewers, comment and interact with this video. And of course, like Green Solutions International on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and wherever you listen to your podcasts. If you're Android and Apple, baby, we got you. Check us out.